Hey guys, welcome to Market Mondays. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend today. We're going to go into some details about the labor market last week. Not so great for us as far as rates go, but we might have some other news coming in the near future within the next month that might help. So before I get right into it, I'm going to do a quick dad joke. I recently just rented out my spare bathroom to a soldier. And now I call him my loo-tenant. Get it? Loo-tenant. The loo's a British term for the restroom. Anyway, getting right into it. Last week, we had a bunch of reports showing that the labor market was strong. Even the unemployment rate went down to 4.1%. I believe it's 4.1% because it was currently at 4.2. So went down to 4.1%, and it basically said a lot of people have entered the job market as well, and people filing for unemployment went down. Now, there's a couple things that comes with that. Because there's other reports show that it was seasonal, and there's some other reports also show that some other parts of the labor market were also very much weaker. So one example is that during the holiday times, what they saw in the report was that there was a lot of jobs that hired on for service, like for retail, restaurants, things like that, because of the holiday season. So they're able to hire more people before that season. However, after that season's over with, they're probably gonna be not hiring as much, or laying some of those people off, or again, not having those people on staff anymore. The other additional thing is that the private sector showed a lot of weakness as well. So the numbers were a lot lower than expected, showing weakness in that labor market for that specific area. So for the private sector, the other piece that hasn't been accounted for yet is during the holiday seasons, maybe people put off filing for unemployment because they're so busy, travel, all that stuff. So there is a strong chance that in the February report, where we get the report for January, where that details January, we might get a report that's much weaker compared to the January report, which could help drive more mortgage rates down even further. Now, the other tough thing is that and also it gets revised. So not only does the January report get revised, the December report gets revised, but also the January report gets the new report that comes out in February may also push labor market numbers lower, or weaker, as I should say. So that's kind of the catch-22 when it comes to the labor market. Is yes, it says it's strong now, but that was only because of the seasonal change and seasonal period, and we may see it drop significantly in February or in March, especially with the store closures that we had talked about, of all those retail stores shutting down. So that might actually finally take hold, because unemployment rate really accounts for people filing for unemployment. Whether they're actually unemployed or not, that's the other tough thing. So they may have not yet filed for unemployment benefits quite yet. Now, the other thing to kind of bring up is that this week shows our two inflation reports for January. Now, there's not a lot of hope that the big inflation number comes down, the year-over-year number comes down, because of the replacements of what's coming off and what's coming on. So we may see inflation kind of go up a little bit because of the replacements and how these calculations work. So we feel like it may go down, it may go up, when they're not sure, because there's a big number called the shelter component that has a big weighting as well, and we've been seeing shelter costs come down. If shelter cost comes down enough within that weighting of the inflation calculation, we may see inflation come down. So if inflation comes down, that really bodes well for mortgage rates. Actually, mortgage rates will most likely turn the other direction and come down a little bit more. So that's what's kind of interesting about this month and next month, is kind of seeing the volatility and how it could impact mortgage rates, which can be really impactful. So, but going into the rest of the week, also, if you guys haven't noticed, is that I'll be doing a 2025 market forecast, where you guys will be breaking down the forecast that's been given to me by MBS Highway, basically the mortgage-backed security economic website that I follow all the time. They just released their 2025 forecast that I'll be presenting to you guys, so that way you guys have an idea of what could be coming into the new year, especially with how things are flowing. So the more you know about what's coming, gives you a lot better idea as to how to address your business throughout the year. And I think it's a lot of good news. I really like what's coming. So as long as you're still in the business and you stick with it, I think good times are coming. So otherwise, that's all I got for you guys this week. Hopefully you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Nuke out.